Hey ladies, so we're going to be doing an Effie Trinket look today. I fell in love with the Hunger Games. I read all the books, got to go to a day before premiere of the movie, and it was fabulous. I loved it. I want to get started. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm looking at the picture right now, and it is crazy, crazy picture. I have a picture of the lighting being a little bit different to where it looks like it's blue on our eye and one where it looks like it's green. I'm going to take the green approach. So I'm going to be taking yellow. This is a cream base from Ben Nye and a green. And then I'm just pairing that up with the colors to pat over that. Chrome yellow from MAC. Amazing, amazing yellow. And then from the 88 palette, I'll be using this green right here. So it's just right above where they start to get really dark. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use Urban Decay Primer Potion. All over my eye to make sure that these colors are vibrant and that they stay on if I were to want them to stay on all day. But of course, before I go out, I will be taking this off. Now after doing that, because I want these colors to be super vibrant, I'm going to take, I just got this, I'm so excited. This is my Ben Nye Aqua Paint Palette, so all these amazing colors. But I really want this look to stand out, and what do we do when we want something to stand out? We put white underneath it. So, oh my word, I'm so stinking excited right now. Now I'm going to be taking my Maxine's mop and taking the, it's just CL5 yellow from Ben Nye. Patting that in the inner corner. Now I'm going to take a spoolie, which is this, which you use for it's like a mascara wand, and I'm going to put it in one of my concealers. And then just putting that on my brows, going back and forth to make sure you get all of your hair. And then going over your whole brow with the yellow. Now I'll be taking that chrome yellow with my 239 and just setting all that cream color work that I just did. So literally going right on top of it. Now with another Maxine's mop, I'm going to take the Ben Nye, the green, and start putting that just on the middle part right here. Again, for the best color payoff, just pat. And then I'm going to use my Maxine's mop, the big one, the 1/2 inch. And I'm going to be taking that green from the Coastal Scents palette. And I'm going to be absorbing all of that moisture and setting that Ben Nye green. Now notice we haven't done any of our foundation, any of our powder, and that's mostly because all of this is just gonna spill and flutter down onto our face, and we need to wash that off first before we do any of our foundations and powders. That chrome yellow is not doing exactly what I want it to, so I actually use that yellow from the 88 palette, and I'm putting it over the chrome yellow, and it's turning out great. Now on the other side, we're going to do a little bit of yellow because it comes down here. So just right there on that brow bone, coming down a little bit to the crease. Actually, let's bring it all the way down. In this one picture looks like it does, one picture looks like it doesn't. We are going to bring it all the way down. and then just use that Coastal Scents yellow to go over that. Now take a makeup wipe and wipe up any of the stuff that's going on underneath. Awesome. I'm sorry my lighting is so bad in here. I'm in my bedroom this time, so. Okay, so the makeup artist talked about how she wanted to blot out her skin color completely. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the lightest Revlon color stay that I have, which is Buff, but I'm also going to add in my MAC White with that. So I'm going to be blending those two in my handy dandy little palette thing here. So let's do that. This is also a great way to mix your own foundation so that you get the most perfect color. If you are in the summertime, you are getting a little bit darker than normal, but not enough to change your foundation, just add a couple drops of a super dark foundation. If you're getting a little bit lighter, then add a drop of your white. And I'm going to use my 187 for this, which is completely fallen apart. I can't wait to buy the new Sigma one. This one did not last half as long as it should have. This one's from MAC. The whole thing literally, like the glue came up and came out of the brush. I was ticked because this is one of my favorite brushes. So I had to put it all back in, and it was not an easy thing to do. So applying that with that brush, but then going back in with my fingers to kind of blend it out. And as you're closer to your makeup, it's probably best to use your fingers anyway. Just kind of pat around that. Up into the hair, which I'm fine with because I'm going to be wearing a wig. Perfect. Use that same makeup wipe to wipe off my fingers. And this would be the most perfect time to use that Makeup Forever powder because it is so light and white and perfect. Load up your brush with that. And pat away. Take a Sigma E40, which is very close to the MAC 224, but not as expensive and works just as well. To make sure I set that concealer underneath my eyes. And over those blemishes that I just did. Perfect. Now for her eyeliner, she used a brilliant blue, and a nice cheap buy is the hip liner from, I think is it L'Oreal? Yes, L'Oreal hip liner, and this one's Midnight Blue. So it's extremely intense, but dark and beautiful. And she has it on the underneath of her eye, but it also looks like she has some shadow there too, but then also on the top. So we are going to take our craft store liner, and we are going to line the bottom first. It's darkest right underneath her eye. So just get a whole bunch of that. I'll hold my mirror up so you guys can still see what I'm doing. I've already done a coat of mascara on my top lashes, but before I do the bottom lashes, I wanted to add a punch more of blue, and so I'm going to be taking my Atlantic Blue. This is a pro color from MAC. Any just royal pop amazingness of blue that you have, and I'm just going to dust that on the bottom. right, then some mascara on the bottom. Now she doesn't have super crazy eyelashes in this look, but I'm going to do the same ones that I used on her last look for this one, so I'll be right back. Now what is Effie Trinket if not completely eccentric? So I decided to put on some crazy wide lashes, and to go with that on the bottom, since I don't have lashes for the bottom, I'm just going to take my angled brush that I have from the craft store for my liner, pinch it really, really well so that it gets very precise, put some into that blue, and make some lashes. Okay, so there are my lashes for the bottom. Now onto lipstick. I'm going to be using, make sure you have a very pointy, precise pencil. I'm going to use magenta from MAC and make that Effie Trinket mouth. Good Cupid's bow. If your pencil isn't warm enough, your skin is, so warm it up on the back of your hand if you need to. And then with a lip brush, I'm going to use my Coastal Scents 66 lip palette. And I'm going to be using this pink shade right here, the second one down. Where is my lip brush? There it is. And there is our lip color. Now all we need to do is put on our wig and something, of course, in our hair. Effie would not be caught dead without something large and grandioso in her hair. And is it really so dissimilar from me? Not really. I'll be right back. So here is my Effie Trinket with my fun little bow in my hair. And I put, it's funny, she has something on her shoulder, but I took one of my headbands and just plopped it on there so it looks kind of fun. And then I put on some earrings. These were actually a birthday gift from my friend. And we have it all put together. Here is the Effie Trinket. She has some crazy nails, which I will not attempt to do. But other than that, this was the look that I had come up with. Should probably do something like this so you guys can actually see, since my light is so terrible. But that is what it is. I hope that you guys liked it. I will see you later, and may the odds be ever in your favor.